Hello everyone, my name is Yuko Tomizuka. I'm Global Real Estate Investment Advisor with 30 years of experience, and I appraised more than 20,000 properties, not only Japan but also other countries. I have recent information about Japanese real estate investment. Today, this topic is more or less like individual who wish to have some investment asset here in Tokyo or the other cities, the Japan. So today's topic is like that, 10 checklist of investing into residential condo. Investment checklist for those who are interested in condominium investment in Japan. Below are the tips I learned from my past experience. Number one, prioritize among your preference the criteria. The number two, compare with figures numbers. Number three, check by on-site working inspection. Number four, check both on rainy day and nighttime. Number five, avoid condominium developed by a relatively new developer. Number six, avoid a unit in a huge residential complex. Number seven, avoid eccentric features. Number eight, pay special attention to the ceiling height. Number nine, think about the future's image of the community. Number 10, think about the seismic risks. So let me explain one by one. The most important thing is prioritize among your preference. The access or the building feature or the size, whatever you have. Among your criteria, you should prioritize which one is the most crucial for you. This is very important as many buyers cannot prioritize among several criteria. To analyze efficiently, the available asset is highly recommended. Number two, compare with figures numbers. A total sales price divided by the unit size. In Japanese, senyu menseki we called it. Then compare those figures of comparables. Plot subject property as well as comparables on the map, as we professionals have been doing, so that you can capture market price and avoid extremely overvalued one. Number three, check by on-site working inspection. You can find the area-specific features by conducting such a working inspection. In my past experience, I found psychiatric hospital or jail in the subject neighborhood. You can also find stores, shops, schools in your neighborhood area and how they look like. This is very important. Number four, check both on rainy day and nighttime. You can find the specific features of the properties and areas. Those findings are what you cannot find under the sunny days, excess traffic we have, or the commuting route is unsafe during the nighttime. You can learn from unusual inspections. Number five, avoid a condominium developed by a relatively new developer. As I have experienced 3 times the market cycle, top and bottom, each peak, young companies were aggressive and got soon unprofitable once the bubble burst. Common space refurbishment and other detail cost cannot be compensated in that case. So be careful in buying condominiums developed by the younger players. Number six, avoid a unit in a huge residential complex. It's how easy for residents to redevelop the residential structure, entire residential structure, after 40, 50 years from the purchase. Say, above 200 units, it's hard to have the consent from the owners association. Number seven, avoid eccentric features. Once the bubble burst, I appraised the distressed assets. I found several assets with eccentric features, and they were less marketable compared with so-called market standards. To stay on the safe side, I would suggest avoiding such eccentric ones. Point number 8, pay special attention to the ceiling height. Say in 50s, 60s, and even 70s, Japan took a lot of Western living style in residential facilities designing. Even though they were the most advanced as at the time, however, as time passes, they got old-fashioned or outdated. Functional deterioration somehow can be modified. However, structure feature like the ceiling height are to be improved. Ceiling height, one of the crucial features. Just check out the ceiling height before buying. Number 9, think about the future image of the community. If your community has already looked like aging society, 10 years from now will be much older. It's worth imagining how 10 years later your community may look like. You can figure out how much you would be fond of the area. Number 10, think about the seismic risks. It has been almost 10 years since we have had a large earthquake in Tohoku. Around that time, the soil liquidation cases were happened in central Tokyo area, the ocean front, like the Bay Area. So better to check beforehand. How did developers or architects assess the seismic risks? So to sum up, below is a checklist. Number 1, prioritize among your preference. Number 2, compare with figures numbers. Number 3, check by on-site working inspection. Number 4, check both on rainy day and nighttime. Number 5, avoid a condominium developed by a relatively new developer. Number 6, avoid a unit in a huge residential complex. Number 7, avoid eccentric features. Number 8, pay special attention to the ceiling height. Number 10, think about the future image of the community. Number 10, think about the seismic risks. Most important item is the number 1, probably. Should you have any queries or doubt, please email me, whitemizuka@abris.com. Here is my background. As I said, I worked for Japan Real Estate Institute, the country's largest, oldest real estate appraisal firm, for 12 years. I went abroad to do my MBA and came back, got involved in several of the financial structures, the CMBS deals. And 2013, I just moved to Okinawa. Now you can see my background, virtual background, and supporting and resort hotel investment. If you like my channel, please click like and this video clip as well. Thank you so much.